David, thanks for coming down. We got a very special Christmas wish for you. You lost your wife, Brenda, a couple of years ago to cancer.
Oh.
Yes. In January of 2011, she found out she had stage 4 ovarian cancer
Oh, that's very sad.
and passed away.
That's intense.
You recently got engaged.
Yeah,
I know the
she
story.
has two kids. I mean, I basically, have had four boys, a stepson and 3 of my own.
We told you we got a very special Christmas wish. Recently, we received a letter from one of Brenda, your first wife's friends. And so Colleen has that letter, and she's going to read you this letter from your wife, Brenda.
A lot of information, public.
Hello, my name is Brenda Schmitz. When you are in receipt of this letter, I will have already lost my battle to ovarian cancer. Once my loving husband, David, had moved on in his life and had met someone to share his life with again, to mail this letter to all of you at the station. We have 4 boys, Carter, Josh, Justin, and my little Max.
Wow.
No child as young as Max should lose his mother.
Ugh,
And it brings tears to my
just
eyes
painful.
thinking of it. I have a wish for David, the boys, and the woman and her family if she has kids also. First, for David's new lifelong partner, a weekend of pampering in all aspects of her life. Make her smile and know her efforts are truly appreciated from me.
Gotta
Thank
choke
you.
you up there.
For the family, a magical trip.
Hard to
Somewhere
watch.
where they all can enjoy their company and companionship as a family and create those memories that will be with them forever. Finally, the cancer doctors at Mercy Hospital and nurses of 8 South. A night out full of drinks, food, and fun for all they do every day for the cancer patients they encounter. When you wish upon a star, Brenda.
Incredible wife he had.
That's got to be really hard for him.
It's emotional to listen to it.
What do you think?
Not
Yeah, what do you think? God.
One, it's not surprising because she's the last year and a half. She's shown so many signs that she's there.
We want to grant Brenda's wish. We are going to send you and your family on a magical vacation for 8 to Disney World.
Oh. Oh, that's wonderful.
And just as Brenda wished, Jane will be pampered with a relaxing massage. 3 coordinated food drops will be made on behalf of Brenda for all the care, comforting, and hard work over at Mercy. And
Makes
we
me
you
wish I'd
and
known
your
this
family all the best moving forward.
Thank you. I'm in shock.
It's quite a Christmas present.
It was great what they did for him.
One little letter can change how you look at the whole world.
You know, when I first read about this, it made me cry. This is worse, seeing it.
Heavy.
All the things that we go around saying that we don't mean to say, and we say them anyway, and we hurt other people or whatever. And then there's somebody like this, Brenda, that comes along and reminds us who we really should be and who we really are.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for making me cry.
So how does it make you feel after you watch something like that?
Overall and ultimately, it makes me feel very, very good about people.
It's sad, but at the same time, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
It makes me wonder if I could be that big. It humbles me. It really humbles me.
For me, it brought back certain losses in my life.
Well, I think we can all relate. When I was 15, I lost my own mother from cancer. And I know it's like to lose a mom when you're 15 years old. Because my mom was the kind of mom that we were not just mother-daughter, but good pals. She was wonderfully outgoing, and I think a lot of my personality comes from her.
And what do you think of Brenda, the wife and mother who passed away, deciding to do this years later for her husband and family?
It was a wonderful gesture.
She had to be really something to write that letter.
This is a holy woman. This is a woman, with a unique soul.
I think that just shows such love for the family.
What amazes me the most is that she could be so aware of, down the road and wanting something for him.
That's pretty extraordinary. That's a lot of forethought. Even the girl reading it had a hard time reading it, because who would not be touched by that kind of emotion and that kind of circumstance? That's pretty amazing.
And how do you think David's new wife, Jane, feels getting these words of encouragement from the previous wife?
Well, that's a tough one, because women could either be like, excuse me? It's my turn now.
I'm sure she was very touched.
Everybody's going to be happier to have another person involved. It's hard to be a single parent and be dealing with kids and all, you know? It's hard to have two parents and be dealing with kids.
So this story has gone viral and has been on television news even. What do you think it is that is connecting with people so universally that this is being shared so much?
Love. I mean, it's just love.
Everyone shares death.
I think the humanity of it all, of a radio station doing this for a stranger.
The bottom line is that there's plenty of love in this world. We complain about this earth, but it's a pretty good life.
I think it's almost that feeling of, could I be that generous? Could I be that loving? Could I be that welcoming to someone? Could I face death that well? It appeals to people because it makes you reflect.
Seeing this gives them permission to let out their emotions and to not hide so much their goodness. We hide too much of our goodness. If you love somebody, tell them you love them. And, and this time of the year is, evocative of that.
This video and story is very universally loved, but there have been some people criticizing it, saying that they feel that it might not have been right for the deceased wife to do something like this right when he had moved on, that it could be manipulative or rehash old memories. What do you think about that criticism?
Haters are haters.
You can't put something like that together if you've got a bad bone in your body. I'm sorry. You just can't pull that off.
Could be. And there's the conflict there.
I thought about that, and I guess so. People do think about it, but to call it manipulative, you've got to get into someone's mind.
Everybody's different. And she thought that was the right thing to do, and who are we, to sit in criticism?
Can you talk about how your view of life and death changes as you become older?
Well, when you're young, you just don't think there's anything like death around. It's not going to happen to you.
When you're younger, it's like it's somewhere in the distance. You never even really think about it. And as you get older, it's like, well, it could be right around the corner.
Mortality never hit me till I was in the 50s. That's why these young kids, mortality doesn't strike them. And that's why Obamacare's in trouble. Health insurance? Hell no, I'm going to live forever.
When you get to the age when the first person passes away, whether it's a friend or relative, I was hit hard. I lost almost all immediate family within like 2 or 3 years. Or whether it's a rap star, rock star, or celebrity that you identify with, it all of a sudden changes your perception. It's getting to the point now where we've talked about it with like the other elders I know and my friends and stuff, that we're gonna start losing each other in the next few years, which is gonna be very hard. But there's nothing we can do about that. It's a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'm still here, and it beats not being here.
What's something that you wish you could tell yourself when you were younger, or tell young people today that they should be more aware of?
I think the most important thing is to start reflecting really early.
Don't worry over little things.
Learn at an early age not to be a hoarder or a clutterer.
The best times that you have are with your family or with your friends, when you don't even have to be successful, it just has to be.
All the problems and all the bad stuff somehow works itself out. It might take longer than you want, but it works itself out, so just move on to something new.
So back to this video, the radio station every year has this Christmas wish where they and local businesses spend money to grant these wishes for people. What do you think about the station for doing that?
I think that's pretty good.
I think that's very nice of the station to do something like that.
Their hearts are in the right place. They scored high.
I think the more that, the better, more the merrier.
We all ought to work on granting people wishes. I think you feel very good when you do that. And I'm sure it gets the radio station good PR.
And finally, what do you want to say to this family after now knowing their story if they end up coming across this video?
Thank you for sharing it, and God bless you.
Good luck with the new marriage, and hope everything works out wonderfully and you have a nice new family.
Stay positive in all their thinking, because then they'll be able to branch out and do the same thing that she did. They'll be able to help others. Giving is a great thing. You don't have to worry about receiving. It's going to happen anyway. Karma is karma.
I would hope that as each of those children grow older, that they become like a bit of their parents and carry that on to their children and to other people.
Remember, yesterday is a memory, and tomorrow is a dream. Today is your gift, and that's why they call it present. Live today.